How we going? Going good? You know, I don't know how this is going to come out. I just want to say something. You know, things happen to people for reasons, you know, they say. That's what we're taught. And, you know, some people don't endeavour to test that theory. Things happen to people for reasons. I've been in places. I've seen things where things have happened and I've seen the outcomes, and I've seen where people have ended up after it, and I've seen the reason. I've even explained it to some people. And I just want to say this. Like with many of you out there that suffer, you know, it's not mental health. It's just, you just constantly walked on, and you know, you were never the naughty kid at school. You never got into trouble or anything like that, but you're always, you know, a little bit mischievous or a bit overactive, you know, but not, you never had a bad bone in your body, you know. Not saying you didn't do anything wrong, but it wasn't deliberate, you know. Like, you were different to most kids, most people. You didn't want to be better than anyone. Just wanted to be you and just smile. We sort of got it over others, you know. We always had a smile on our face. I did. There was a lot of hurt. I knew what was going on in my life. I knew my mum didn't want us and didn't want me and things like that, but I still had a smile on my face, you know. As much as my upbringing was, you know, questionable, I still smiled, you know. I could see, I saw life for what it was, you know. That may have happened there, but it's not happening there, and this won't last for long, and I'll be here, and I'll be happy again, you know. That's just the way I was, and I know there's many other people out there. That's the way it is with you. You can walk into a disaster, and you know what to do, and you do it, and you know, that's it. You don't dwell on it. You don't go on about it, and it's happened. You've reacted to it. It was a sad time. You know why? You put all the pros and cons together very quickly than other people, and you understand it. And that doesn't affect us. That doesn't affect your mental health. It's not what you've seen. It's not what you've done. You know. It's when you. What hurts us is when you let someone in your life, or even as kid, it's happened a couple of times in your kids. You break down sometimes. You don't know why you got bullied. There was no reason for it. And you look at yourself and you just think, oh, I'm different, and you retract a bit. But you still manage to have a smile on your face. You could turn, as they say, turn the other cheek. And you did. And you got on with it, and you didn't think about the other cheek. That's the other thing too. And you always knew where that place was. That you had to be on guard. But even when you went there, you were still happy. And it's not because you could step out of it. It wasn't part of your life. You're a kid. You can't move. You're stuck there. So with that, we learned to put up with things and make understand things and make head of head and tails of things. But it is one thing that tips people. It's not you know the over and over. It's one thing. The things I've seen in my life. But trust. Or being set up to be look like a fool, or being set up to be look like something that you're absolutely not, and people believe it for some reason. You notice that, that how do people can believe that you did that when you didn't? You know, it hurts. It really hurts, especially when you get older. When you're a kid, you sort of got that that carefree attitude in society and sort of bounce around in it. But when you get a bit older, you stand out a bit, and you sort of when you're older, you sort of that's where your home is. So you're in that area. A bit hard to get up and move. And when people come in, make stuff up or things like that, and that hurts. And I just want to say that what I'm trying to get at is this: as much as what tipped me to want to take my life, and every day it's just it's a nightmare. You know, I mean, I own a Desmo Sedici. Do I look like a stupid person? Do I look like a lebo? You know, I hinge all my bets I fork out. Back in what 2010, 100 grand. If I wasn't close to having it all, well, when I say all, at least I was close. Of course, I'm not an idiot. I didn't put all my money into the bike. I was close. I was able to afford that, as well as I was close. I said to this person, I said, people look at that bike, and the people who know me, they look at that bike, and they go, he's a smart man. I don't think he bought that bike, hinged his bets on that bike. He was close. I was close to, getting a bit of my dream. And all dreams, they can fail in many different ways. I've had things fail, and I'm fine with it. But it's when they fail and they didn't have to. They just didn't have to go like that. And because when they happen like that, it hurts because someone's done that to you, you know, deceived you or lied. And that's when you know you're true friends too. Because they'll know when something's wrong, you know, and see how good of a friend they are. But as I was saying, you know, I'm glad. I'd say, yeah, things happen for a reason. And I think my reason why it happened. I mean, I was always helping people, in some way, trying to do something, always helping people. Um, and I'd experienced a lot of pain in my life growing up, and just in general, you know, a lot of pain that I'm sure a lot of other people have experienced, but I experienced a lot of my pain at, 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 at a different age. When most people would have been older, I was very young and I saw things. Yeah, I had to grow up very quick. But I never grew up with that feeling of distrust first. You know, no. I look at people, I watch people, you know, but I'm not, you know, skittish or anything. I'm very, you know, upfront. That's why it gets me when people say things like, you know, oh yeah, watch out for Justin, you know, he's a fucking sneak. Do I look like a fucking sneak? You know, mate, overlook, you know, there's a fucking dildo hanging off the fucking thing. I mean, honestly, you know, any bloke who rides around on a fucking Harley, right, with a dildo in his pannier, right, you know, honestly, with loud fucking, it's got 4 speakers. The bike's rolling around at 1200 fucking decibels, and people want to turn around and go, yeah, watch out for Justin. He's a bit, you know, he does things, you know. What the, yeah, I do things, and you know what? Everyone fucking hears about it. I'm not a fucking sneak. Jesus fuck, you know. Fuck me. I've got a Desmo Seduci. You know, I ride around in a gorilla suit. You know, I've got a good collection of hammers. You know, I just want to say that starting this channel has been very good because I know I've helped a lot of people, and it's been great. So things do happen for a reason, and I just want to say that I'm glad that it happened because I've met a lot of people. And Mark in the UK, I'm sorry, mate. I'm not ignoring you, you know. And just and Rod, you know, in Coffs Harbour and stuff, you know, and Glenn, I didn't ring you over the weekend, you know. And Mad Cow, yeah, how you going? It's just a shitty time of year, you know. Christmas, it's family. Don't have that. I've got a son who's a dickhead. He's not a bad kid, but he's a dickhead. He's met someone. Let's hope he doesn't fuck that up. He's a good kid, but he thinks of himself too much. got a daughter who, I don't know. I don't know what she thinks. I don't know what she thinks. And you sort of sit back and you go, fucking hell, how the fuck did all of this happen? You sort of understand the bloke who invented the atom bomb, you know, how he must be feeling, how he invented that thing for power, to help people, not to be a bomb. Imagine what he's thinking, how he got the wool pulled over his eyes, you know. Yeah, we'll do that, we just need you to, yeah, okay, all right, okay. All the way they're leading him on, like I've been led on, like you've been led on. Yeah. The last thing I want to do at the start of every day is think about how to hurt somebody, how to rot somebody, how to make my time easy during the day because someone else is doing more of the work. I don't think like that. I don't think like that. It's like with this new job, you know. You know, the job's fine, but it can get to you. You know, you got to watch it because people who just don't have any cause to responsibility, and it can build up. You know, and I know it always comes out on one. You know, and as I said, you know, I was a bit careful about the job. You know, I go there and I've got a question sheet to do, and because you know I asked him, I said to him, you know, yeah, no, it's all right, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Why are you still questioning me then? If I'm doing my job, I'm doing my job. I always do my job. You know, but that's the thing. I just want to point this out to all of you. Right? The humans' development of this earth, from Cro-Magnon man up to us, we've all felt pain. We've suffered, you know, and whatever we did it for others as well as ourselves, and it worked. You know, all of this, all of our creations were built on pain and suffering, and it was for someone else. They were doing it for someone else as well as them, and earn, you know. But the youth of today, there's no one's helping anyone anymore. If we don't get a grip of this ideal way of thinking, you know, we can't embrace bad behaviour. We can't embrace silly ideal beliefs either. You know, you just agree with them. You know, no. I've never been. I could never do that. You know, I was always being told, "Why'd you have to say something?" Because it wasn't fucking right. That's why I said something. I can't sit in a fucking room and just appease somebody. You know, and that's the problem. We're doing that. These fucking idiots out there, they think they're fucking everything. Look what's getting done. It's crumbling because no one's doing anything. And even the older generation, they're even rolling over on us. You've all got to realise this. Australia, we've got 26 million people in it, right? But per capita, we have the oldest population in the world per capita. There are 25 million people in Australia, yeah? 26 million people, right? How many of us are Australian, right? And I'm being serious here, that know our culture, right? And as I said before, I couldn't give a fuck what you are. It's who you are. I don't give a fuck you're black, you're white, you're fucking Indian. Right, yeah, okay, they're good traits, you know, to know. Okay, you that, okay, well, watch that, yeah, right? But it's who you are. You got to understand something. In this country, we're fucked. We've got an aging population that is threefold more stronger than us young, right? There's only six to eight million people paying taxes in Australia. The rest are elderly, right? Or they're school kids or unemployed. That's it. So there's only fucking 8 million people thereabouts, and they're not all full timers paying tax in jobs that are productive. And we've got a youth that aren't doing anything. We've got a fucking youth full of crime. You know? Sit down, do the math. You owe it to yourself. You should all know this. Fucking sit around fucking with your thumb up your fucking ass. And that, take some responsibility and sit down one day and actually look at, people say, no, I don't watch the news. Well, how do you get your fucking information then? Out of the paper? I don't read the paper. That's bullshit too. So what do you do? Listen to 3K fucking Z? How are you getting it? If you're getting it from your own fucking opinion, well, that's not the fucking news then. That's your own fucking ideology. Right? You know? Our government, our government, we've got fucking idiots in there. We have a fucking minister for health who's not even a doctor. We have a minister for the Air Force who is never flied a fucking plane. We have a minister for police who's never been a cop. How do you fucking make these people ministers of those areas and they've never done the job? I don't understand that. It's mental. But we're gonna fucking, we're gonna get a pie. We're gonna fucking sit down. We're gonna get back to basics, mate. We're just gonna get a fucking 4 and 20 fucking pie, a meat pie. Yeah. You know? And we're gonna fucking get back to basics, mate. People want this poo-tang fucking pie and fucking ting-tang and this shit and all of that. But fuck me, mate. It's like, alright, people need to take responsibility for their own actions too. Fuck. Every fucking year, mate. The rehashing shit, you know? Yeah, it's sad. It's sad what happened to those young girls overseas with the poisoning. You know, the methanol poisoning. But even I know, when you go overseas, don't drink anything that's out of an unsealed bottle, and don't even have the ice. Have the drugs and the women. No. That's what I mean. We're breeding. They think they know everything. They're that fucking dumb. They're so smart. They're fucking dumb. Like, what built this earth? What got us to this stage? It wasn't people from New University. It was, blue collar workers, mate. People who went out there and suffered. These fucking kids today, oh fuck, they fucking got it so fucking hard. Oh, me laptop's broken. Oh, me Game Boy. Oh, I can't play the game. If I'm a gamer, I'm a fucking gamer. The fuck outside with a ball. Take the fucking dog with you too. I just wanted to say that I'm glad I made this channel, and I'm glad I've made the friends I've made and the people I've met. Everything, So things do happen for a reason. All right. Have a good day. Go get a pie.